We welcome all of you for this webinar, and we have with us the eminent speaker, Hina Gupta ji, the moderator, E. Pooja Agarwal ji. The moderator, Madam, will be introducing the chairman, vice chairman, and the speaker. Over to moderator. आज आज along with Hello, you are on mute, ma'am. You are on mute. Please unmute, please. Pooja ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you joining us for today's session of the Run at the Rate 100 webinar series, an initiative by the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, Board of Studies, operation to celebrate excellence, ignite insight, and empower the next generation of finance professionals. Now, let me introduce to the Chairman and Vice Chairman of Board of Studies, CA Rohit Ruwatia. He is the chairman. CA Dr. Rohit Ruwatia is an iconic Central Council member of ICI and currently serving as chairman of the Board of Studies Operation. Renowned for his visionary leadership, he holds the distinction of being the one of the youngest ever managing committee member, regional council member, and central council member in ICI history. He has contributed for major initiatives for inclusion of ICI name in the Guinness World of Records for the largest career counseling session, led impactful programs like Practice Ki Prakshala and the residential training for new COP holders. As chairman, he continues to shape policy and method of practice for CA profession and the aspiring student respectively. Dedicated to student empowerment, he is committed to modernizing CA education through digital platform, innovative learning methods, and industry-related training, making him a key force in redefining the future of CA profession. Also, I would like to introduce CA Sanjeev Rasangni, a seasoned chartered accountant with over 26 years of experience, currently serving as the Vice Chairman of the Board of Studies Operation ICI. As a Central Council member, he is widely respected for his leadership in digital transformation, capacity building, and professional development. As a capable chartered accountant, he led impactful initiatives like UDAN and the Voice of Diamonds. Has actively contributed to various ICI committees and holds key position in professional and social organization. Known for his visionary approach, he is committed to empowering young professionals, enhancing auditor ethics, and strengthening ICI global presence through innovation, inclusive growth. Thank you. Now, I would like to start with today's session. Among us, today's session is an exciting one, a truly essential skill in the modern financial world. The topic for today is Rise Above. How to stay inspired when motivation drops. To lead us into this artful territory, we are privileged to have with us a distinguished speaker, CA Hina Gupta. So, let me introduce her for today's session. CA Hina Gupta is a dedicated chartered accountant and seasoned educator associated with ICI as a career counselor and faculty for MCS and orientation programs. With over a decade of experience, she leads Singhvi and Company, chartered accountants specializing in bank audits, taxation, GST and financial reporting, and corporate advisory. Known for her clear communication and motivation teaching style, she has trained and guided numerous CA students, helping them build confidence, professional skills, and ethical grounding. We are privileged to have you, ma'am. Let's give a warm welcome to CA Hina Gupta. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Pooja ma'am. Thank you so much for your kind words, kind introduction. I truly appreciate your kind words and warm welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to with you all today, especially to all the participants who joined and all our distinguished guests. It's wonderful to engage and learn together today. Our today's topic is how to stay inspired when motivation drops. Is something we all can relate to. I think we all can relate to this topic, this serious topic in our personal life as well as professional life. So, over the next hour, we'll explore the practical ways to keep our inner spark alive when the challenges try to dim it. हमारी प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में एंड पर्सनल लाइफ बोथ ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग कभी कभी डीमोटिवेटेड फील करते हैं एंड एज अ सीए स्टूडेंट तो स्पेशली when we have so much of syllabus, when we have large number of test series, schedules, articleship, we feel demotivated. So today's topic is all about motivation and inspiration. So I'll start with few lines. थक्कर भी मुस्कुरा दे वो असली फतेह करता है, थक्कर भी जो मुस्कुरा दे वो असली फतेह करता है, गम की रातों में भी जो जलता रहे वही सुबह को तराशता है, हवा चाहे कितनी भी तेज चले रुख बदलना आता है हमें, हवा चाहे कितनी भी तेज चले रुख बदलना आता है हमें, मंजिल रूठी तो क्या हुआ फिर से जुनून जगाना आता है हमें, गिरना तो फितरत है इंसान की, गिरना तो फितरत है इंसान की, तुम ठहरना नहीं क्योंकि हर शिकस्त के पीछे छुपी है कामयाबी नहीं। जैसा कि इन लाइनों से क्लियर है कि हम गिरना और डीमोटिवेशन इंसान की फितरत है, हम अपनी डेली लाइफ में वी फील डीमोटिवेटेड इन ईच एंड एवरी डे और after some time we feel demotivated, but how to stay inspired all the time and how to stay inspired in our CA course, especially when this CA course is so lengthy, it's very difficult to stay inspired all the time. So today we'll explore in simple way all the tactiques, all the strategies for CA students and some practical strategies for the student to stay inspired all the time. So today my goal in this webinar is to help you understand motivation and inspiration, especially from our Hindu mythology, especially from Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana. So in Bhagavad Gita or in the battle of Kurukshetra, we see that at the very start of the great battle of Mahabharata, Arjun, the mightiest warrior, the bravest person, जो सबसे ग्रेट धनुर्धर था आई थिंक इस वर्ड का, फेल्ट कंप्लीटली लॉस्ट एंड डीमोटिवेटेड एंड ही पुट डाउन हिज बो सेइंग आई कैन नॉट फाइट, आई गिव अप. इन दैट मोमेंट ऑफ डीमोटिवेशन कृष्णा गाइडेड हिम पोलाइटली, कृष्णा गाइडेड हिम रिमाइंडिंग हिम इनर स्ट्रेंथ. कृष्णा डिड नॉट से दैट अर्जुन यू कैन डू इट, नो, कृष्णा ने ऐसा कुछ नहीं कहा, कृष्णा ने उसे मोटिवेट नहीं किया बल्कि भगवान कृष्ण ने उन्हें इंस्पायर किया. तो व्हेन अर्जुन फील डीमोटिवेटेड ही आस्क्ड कृष्णा दैट सुनो पार्थ, सुनो कान्हा, ये जितने सम्मुख खड़े हुए हैं, ये जितने सम्मुख खड़े हुए हैं हम तो सारे भाई इनसे सीख बड़े हुए हैं. इधर खड़े बाबा भीष्म ने हमको गोद खिलाया है, गुरु द्रोण ने धनुष बाण का सारा ज्ञान सिखाया है, ये जितने गुरुजन खड़े हुए हैं सारे पूजने लायक है, माना दुर्योधन दुशासन थोड़े से नालायक है. मीन्स all these lines are meaningful and these lines said that Arjun are covered from the emotions. When Arjun saw all his relatives, all his teachers before him, he feel demotivated. Emotions totally covered him. कि मैं नहीं लड़ सकता, मैं कैसे लड़ सकता हूँ इन सबके सामने जिनसे सीख के मैं बड़ा हुआ हूँ. Then Krishna inspired him. Krishna does not motivate him that उठो लड़ो अर्जुन तुमको लड़ना है. No, Krishna inspired him with his duty. Krishna said, पार्थ यहाँ कुछ मत सोचो, पार्थ यहाँ कुछ मत सोचो, बस कर्म में ध्यान लगाओ तुम, बाद युद्ध के क्या होगा ये मत अनुमान लगाओ ना तुम ना जीवन देने वाले हो ना तुम मारने वाले हो, ना जीत तुम्हारे हाथों में ना तुम हारने वाले हो, मानव वश में शेष नहीं कुछ फिर भी मानव डरता है, वह मरकर भी अमर हुआ जो धर्म की खातिर मरता है. तो यहाँ कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को याद दिलाई उसकी ड्यूटीज, उसका कर्मा, उसको मोटिवेट नहीं किया सिर्फ, उसको उसका कर्मा याद दिलाया कि अल्टीमेटली तुम्हें करना क्या है. इवन in Ramayana, when Ram exiled to the forest, he faced hardships, he faced obstacles at every step, but he never lose hope and not give up his duties because he know कि he had to protect Mata Sita. उन्हें माता सीता को बचाना है, उन्हें रावण से बचाना है. तो inspiration comes from within, while motivation is totally a outer thing. So when Krishna reminds him about the purpose, about the dharma, your purpose will guide you when motivation fails. When motivation drops, purpose pulls you forward. So today, in today's webinar, first of all, we'll understand what motivation is and what inspiration is. Because motivation and inspiration, both are two different things. These are totally different things. So first of all, we have to understand the difference between the inspiration and motivation. What is the basic difference between the two? So motivation says, I feel like doing this. And inspiration says, this matters to me even when I don't feel like doing this. So when we are doing our CA course, and you all know that CA course is very lengthy and it's very much exhausting also. In CA course, जो result है हमारा वो बहुत late हमें मिलता है. After 5 years, we came to know about the result. इससे पहले हम हमेशा we are all our students of a CA course. We become CA after 5 years long period. तो इस कोर्स में हमें मोटिवेशन एक आउटर चीज है जो कि हमें नहीं बनाए रख सकती ऑल द टाइम. वी हैव टू बी इंस्पायर्ड. तो वी हैव टू फोकस ऑन व्हाट वी डू, व्हाट वी कैन डू. रामा कुड नॉट फ्लाई अक्रॉस द ओशन. राम भगवान खुद ओशन नहीं चढ़ सकते थे, जैसे हम भी खुद ये सीए कोर्स की जर्नी क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते. सो हनुमान डिड. Rama used the resources he had. So what is the lesson of this Hindu mythology? That don't focus on what you don't have. Start with what you have. Sometimes you forget about your powers, like Bhagwan Hanuman forget about his powers, completely forget about his powers. But Jamvan remind him, you also forget, as a CA student, you also forget your strengths. But write down your achievement, your strength, your milestone on a paper. And always keep remembering all your milestones or your strengths or your achievements. And work without overthinking. Remember, study for understanding, not for marks. Work for improvement, not for praise. And efforts for progress, not for perfection. When you fail, learn from your Lakshman Rekha. जैसे रामायण में लक्ष्मण रेखा थी, वैसे ही हमारी सबकी रियल लाइफ में एक लक्ष्मण रेखा होती है. रिमेंबर ऑल द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ रामायण कब स्टार्ट हुई थी? व्हेन माता सीता क्रॉस द लक्ष्मण रेखा. आई थिंक आप सबको याद होगा, जब उन्होंने लक्ष्मण रेखा क्रॉस की तभी रावण उनका हरण कर पाए थे. इन द सेम वे व्हेन फेलियर अकर, एज अ सीए स्टूडेंट हमारी लाइफ में फेलियर कब अकर होता है? व्हेन यू मूव अवे फ्रॉम डिसिप्लिन. When we cross the Lakshman Rekha or discipline, you skip your routine. When we cross the Lakshman Rekha of our routine and you act impulsive, then our motivation drops. So remember, create your own Lakshman Rekha. Fix your study hours, no phone during work, healthy sleep, limited comparisons, and when you fall, rise like Rama. When you doubt, listen like Arjuna. And whenever you feel leap like Hanumana, you will cross the ocean. And whenever you feel alone, remember Krishna is guiding you. So as a CA student, experience the day when your motivation is high and your motivation is low. Sometimes motivation disappears. कभी तो आप बहुत motivated रहते हैं, कभी आपका motivation एकदम low हो जाता है, और कभी तो motivation बिल्कुल ही गायब हो जाता है. So in today's session, we'll understand 3 things basically. What is motivation? What is inspiration? Why a CA student need inspiration more than motivation? As a CA student, हमको सिर्फ motivation नहीं चाहिए, हमको inspiration ज़्यादा चाहिए. तो motivation comes from external push. Motivation के लिए आपको कोई YouTube वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा, मेरे जैसे शायद किसी स्पीकर को सुनना पड़ेगा. कोई कोट पढ़नी पड़ेगी, कोई आपके पेरेंट्स की डांट सुननी पड़ेगी. इफ समवन इज स्कॉल्डिंग यू देन यू फील मोटिवेटेड, नहीं मुझे तो करके दिखाना है. इफ समवन इज प्रेजिंग देन यू फील मोटिवेटेड कि नहीं मुझे तो और आगे बढ़ना है. तो मोटिवेशन, इन सब चीजों से हमें क्या पता चल रहा है? दैट मोटिवेशन कम्स फ्रॉम आउटर थिंग्स. मोटिवेशन हमेशा आउटर थिंग से मिलता है हमें. मोटिवेशन इज लाइक चार्जिंग योर फोन विद अ पावर बैंक. इट्स जस्ट लाइक दैट. व्हेन यू चार्ज योर फोन, पावर बैंक से आप अपना फोन चार्ज कर सकते हो. बट क्या आपको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की जरूरत नहीं होती? क्या आपको कभी भी चार्जर की जरूरत नहीं होती? इट डजंट लाइक दैट. तो मोटिवेशन इज एग्जैक्टली लाइक अ पावर बैंक. आप उसको कभी यूज कर सकते हो, कभी कभी यूज कर सकते हो, बट हमेशा नहीं. इंस्पिरेशन इज अ इंटरनल पुल. इट कम फ्रॉम इनसाइड. It is come from your purpose, it comes from your clarity, it comes from your goal, it comes from your desire, it comes from your vision. It's like a solar energy. It's like an electricity which comes from solar energy that comes from within and that renew itself. That is the most important thing. Inspiration is like a solar energy which renew itself. 5 साल की लंबी जर्नी में हमें डेली कोई मोटिवेशन नहीं देगा. हमें खुद से इंस्पिरेशन जगाने की जरूरत है, और एक ऐसा इंस्पिरेशन जो कि रिन्यू होता रहे. एवरी टाइम इट रिन्यू इटसेल्फ, देन ओनली वी कैन सर्वाइव इन सीए कोर्स. तो इंस्पिरेशन इज व्हाट दैट कम्स फ्रॉम विद इन. मोटिवेशन फेड बट इंस्पिरेशन ऑलवेज सस्टेन्स विद यू. मोटिवेशन तो कभी कभी फेड, क्या हम मोटिवेशन, इट्स लाइक अ, if I am giving you a example, then motivation is like a balloon, which is a gas balloon. Whenever you put helium in that balloon, the balloon gets over in the sky, and balloon thinks, no, I can fly in the sky. But when the helium gets put over, it suddenly becomes get down. बिल्कुल ऐसा ही हमारे साथ होता है. जब भी हम कोई मोटिवेशनल वीडियो देखते हैं या हम कोई मोटिवेशनल शायरी सुनते हैं, तो हमारा मोटिवेशन 1 दिन के लिए या 2 दिन के लिए बहुत ऊपर चला जाता है. बट आफ्टर दैट हमारा मोटिवेशन धीरे 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 गिरना स्टार्ट हो जाता है. हमें फिर से उसे मोटिवेशन चाहिए होता है दैट कम्स फ्रॉम आउटर साइड. तो एज अ सीए स्टूडेंट, व्हेन योर पर्पस इज बिग, व्हेन योर पर्पस इज वेरी बिग, व्हाई यू आर डूइंग सीए? You have to support your family. You have to build your career. You have to become independent in life. You have to become financially stable. When your purpose is clear, then only inspiration comes from within. We all persons are same. We all persons are like Arjuna. Before the war of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was motivated because he has all the skills, he has all the talent, he had all the weapons, he had well prepared, he has confidence also. But when the moment come, he collapsed. His hands were shaking, his mind, his hands, all were shaking, and he sat down that I cannot do it. This is what we call motivation drop. कृष्णा gave him inspiration. कृष्णा ने क्या किया? उसको इंस्पिरेशन दिया, reminding him about his powers, his inner strength, his purpose to save dharma. कृष्णा ने उसको बताया that your inspiration is to save the dharma, connected him with higher purpose. Then Arjun stood up because of these inspiration, not because of motivation. अर्जुन कुरुक्षेत्र के बैटल में वापस उठ खड़ा हुआ, नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ मोटिवेशन बट बिकॉज ऑफ इंस्पिरेशन. इन सब चीजों से हमें क्या सीखने के लिए मिलता है? दैट इवन द डिवाइन फिगर्स लाइक राम हैड लो मोमेंट्स. हमारे जो भगवान हैं उनकी जिंदगी में भी लो मोमेंट्स आए थे. तो फिर हम तो सीए स्टूडेंट्स हैं, हमारी जिंदगी में भी हम डीमोटिवेटेड फील कर सकते हैं, एंड इट्स ऑल नेचुरल. वी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग. अगर हम कभी डीमोटिवेटेड फील कर रहे हैं तो इट्स ओके, इट्स कंप्लीटली ओके. जब डिवाइन फिगर्स लाइक रामा हैड लो मोमेंट्स, but he continued, not because of motivation, not because somebody motivated him, but he was inspired by his responsibility, his duties. उन्हें पता था कि उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज क्या है. उनकी ड्यूटीज क्या है. दिस इज द पावर ऑफ इंस्पिरेशन. When we know about our responsibilities, about our duties, about our purpose, about our goals, then we always stay inspired. So, strong people are not those who never break. Strong people are those who continue after breaking. Strong लोग केवल वही नहीं होते जो हमेशा चलते रहते हैं. स्ट्रॉन्ग लोग वो होते हैं जो थकते हैं, रुकते हैं, ब्रेक लेते हैं और फिर से चालू हो जाते हैं अपनी लाइफ में. तो रिमेंबर, अगर हम कभी डीमोटिवेटेड फील करते हैं, कभी हमारा मोटिवेशन फ्लक्चुएट होता है, तो इंस्पिरेशन हमें इंड्योर करता है. मोटिवेशन हमेशा एक्सटर्नल ट्रिगर से आता है जो कि अप एंड डाउन होता रहता है, बट इंस्पिरेशनल इंटरनल फीलिंग से आता है और जो हमेशा एक सा रहता है. Ram was not motivated. He was inspired by his devotion, by his duty, by his loyalty towards his wife. So remember, when you are become powerful, it's when you why become powerful, you how become easy. जब आपको ये पता होता है कि क्यों करना है, कैसे करना है, तब आप उस चीज को इंस्पायर होके हमेशा करते रहते हैं. हमेशा याद रखिए, सीढ़ियां उन्हीं को मुबारक हो जिन्हें सिर्फ छत पे चढ़ना है. सीढ़ियां उन्हीं को मुबारक हो जिन्हें सिर्फ छत पे चढ़ना है. हम तो आसमां की आरजू रखते हैं, हमें अपना रास्ता खुद बनाना है. तो इंस्पिरेशन किन किन चीजों से आता है? व्हाट आर द 3 पिलर्स ऑफ इंस्पिरेशन? ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जो हमारे इंस्पिरेशन को हमेशा बनाए रखती हैं? तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज पर्पस. Why I am doing this? What impact does my work create? What is my purpose? Why I am doing CA? Not because somebody is saying me that CA कर लो. Somebody is scolding me that तुम CA नहीं करोगे तो क्या करोगे? You have commerce and you have only one option. Not because this. Purpose gives you direction. Purpose gives you strength. Purpose gives you endurance. Why do you want to become a CA? Your financial goal, your stability, your dream to gain respect in the society, your independence as a career, you're proud when you see you're proud in your parents' eyes. That thing become your purpose. And all of these things keep you inspired when motivation drops. अगर आपका मोटिवेशन ड्रॉप भी हो जाता है तो इट्स कंप्लीटली ओके. आपका पर्पस, आप सीए क्यों बनना चाहते हैं, आपकी क्या गोल्स है, आपका क्या विजन है, वो आपको अलाइव रखते हैं. दैट कीप्स यू अलाइव ऑल द टाइम, दैट कीप्स यू इंस्पायर्ड ऑफ द टाइम. Why we feel motivated, why we feel demotivated is based on our clarity. You lose motivation not because you are weak. आप इसलिए मोटिवेशन लूज नहीं करते क्योंकि आप वीक हैं, बल्कि बिकॉज यू आर अनक्लियर. वो कहते हैं ना कि मंजिल मिल जाएगी, मंजिल मिल ही जाएगी, थोड़ा भटक कर ही सही. गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकले ही नहीं. अगर आपके पास कोई विजन ही नहीं है, कोई क्लैरिटी ही नहीं है, आप अपने घर से निकले ही नहीं है, आपको रास्ता ही नहीं पता है, तो आप मंजिल तक कैसे पहुंचेंगे? किसी ने आपको कह दिया, किसी ने आपको मोटिवेट कर दिया, somebody motivates you, yes you can do it, then only आपको एक दिन लगेगा, yes I can do it, yes I can do it for 2 more days. रिमेंबर, जब आप जिम ज्वाइन करते हैं, सडनली 2-4 days तो इट्स गुड, but one day when your muscle starts to pain, then all your motivation comes down. It's like same in the same way. When you are clear that what is the clarity, what is your goal, then only you can survive in the CA course. Clarity gives you confidence. Confidence gives you action, and action gives you inspiration. को आमिर खान याद है? I think everybody remember आमिर खान. आमिर खान is a perfectionist. कहते हैं ना आमिर खान परफेक्शनिस्ट है, वो सब काम परफेक्शन से करता है. But his power is not perfection. His power is clarity. उसको बिल्कुल क्लियर है that मुझे कैसी मूवी बनानी है, इसमें कैसी फिगर मेंटेन करनी है, इसमें क्या करना है, इसका पर्पस क्या है. And when you have clarity, when you see clarity in his films like Dangal, then all things are good. Dangal become a huge hit. And when you don't see clarity in his film, some of his films that like Lal Singh Chadda, when clarity misses out, it become a failure. So clarity is very important for inspiration. As a CA student, make your goal, daily make your goal that you have to finish a particular subject for a someday. You have to finish financial reporting in a month. You have to finish financial reporting in 2 months. You have to finish audit. You have to finish DT, IDT. क्या पढ़ना है क्या नहीं पढ़ना है clarity in daily routine is very important. The third pillar of inspiration is progress. Progress is very helpful in staying inspired. People often think that when I feel inspired, I will start. जब मुझे कोई इंस्पिरेशन फील होगा तब मैं स्टार्ट करूंगा. But always remember, when you start, then only you feel inspired. रियलिटी ये है कि जब हम स्टार्ट करेंगे तभी हमें इंस्पिरेशन फील होगी. Even small progress gives you dopamine, gives you satisfaction, gives you control, gives you confidence. मोटिवेशन एक दिन आपको सुबह 4 बजे उठा देगा, बट इंस्पिरेशन रोज आपको सुबह 6 बजे उठाएगी. सो योर प्रोग्रेस टू वेक अप अर्ली एट डेली 6 AM always inspired you, not motivation that come one day and wake up you at 4 AM. So when you see yourself progress, in every subject, in every chapter, at every test series, you feel inspired. Remember, small progress builds big inspiration. जैसे जैसे आप एक टेस्ट सीरीज क्लियर करते हैं, when you get good marks in a particular test series, or when you cover your whole chapter in one day, or when you cover something that you pre-decided your goal, and when you see your progress, that yes, I'm continuously progressing in all my syllabus, I'm continuously revising all my syllabus in time, then you feel progress and you feel inspired. Now I can do it with time, now I can revise it with time. And when you see your small progress, your goal becomes easy to cover all the syllabus before the exam. So this is all about the difference between the inspiration and motivation. Now we see some factors why our motivation drops. As a CA students, we often see that we feel inspired when we feel motivated when we see some videos, when we see some YouTube videos, and when we listen to some great speakers, great motivational speakers. Our motivation remains high for some days, for 2-3 days, and after that it becomes down. या यूं कह लीजिए कि हमें रोज ही मोटिवेशन की जरूरत पड़ती है. सो वाई मोटिवेशन ड्रॉप्स? मोटिवेशन ड्रॉप क्यों हो जाता है एकदम? ऐसा क्या होता है कि मोटिवेशन सडनली ड्रॉप होना शुरू हो जाता है? जस्ट अ मिनट. So motivation is emotion driven. Why motivation drop all the time? Why motivation drop? Because it is emotion driven. Motivation हमेशा किसी ना किसी emotion से आता है. Like when we get new books for a new syllabus, we are very excited that, oh, we have to study for full day. Now we are in CA final. Now we are in CA intermediate. So we have excitement and we have to study because of the new books. वो हमें इंस्पायर करती हैं, वो हमें एक्साइटमेंट देती हैं कि नहीं, अब हमें पढ़ना है, अब हमें पढ़ना है. बट when we get used to of these books, हमारा मोटिवेशन सडनली ड्रॉप हो जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि ये इमोशन ड्रिवन मोटिवेशन है. ये एक इमोशन से आ रहा है, लाइक एक्साइटमेंट. We feel fully motivated when we get new books or when we get good marks in the test series. When somebody praises us, we feel suddenly motivated. Yeah, now we can do it. तो इंस्पिरेशन हमेशा हमेशा वो किसी ना किसी इमोशन से आता है, वेदर द एक्साइटमेंट, क्यूरियोसिटी, एंटिसिपेशन, प्रेज. Even Arjuna, who is fully motivated all the time, suddenly feel his motivation dropped because of emotions. अर्जुना के इमोशंस ने उसको पूरी तरह से कवर कर लिया, उसका लॉजिकल ब्रेन जो है वो बिल्कुल कवर हो गया उसके इमोशंस के थ्रू, उसके इमोशंस ने उसको ओवर पावर कर दिया। I'm sorry for the disturbance. Okay, so when emotion covers you or emotions overpower you, automatically your emotion drops or automatically your motivation drops. Your emotions shift and your motivation unstable, because motivation is depend on mood, your energy, your environment, your expectations, your novelty. किसी दिन किसी टीचर ने आपको डांट दिया या किसी पेरेंट्स ने आपको डांट दिया तो आपका मोटिवेशन सडनली ड्रॉप हो जाता है कि नहीं अब क्या होगा, आपकी अगर आसपास का माहौल अच्छा नहीं है, कहीं शोर आ रहा है, तो हमारा मोटिवेशन ड्रॉप हो जाता है कि हम पढ़ नहीं पा रहे हैं। तो मोटिवेशन कम फ्रॉम इमोशंस, बट इमोशन तो फ्लक्चुएट होते रहते हैं, तो मोटिवेशन भी फ्लक्चुएट होता रहता है। इमोशन गो अप, मोटिवेशन गोज अप, इमोशन गो डाउन, मोटिवेशन गोज डाउन। तो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर कि मोटिवेशन हमेशा इमोशन के साथ साथ चलते हैं, इसलिए वो ड्रॉप हो जाते हैं। बट आपका जो इंस्पिरेशन है वो आपको क्लैरिटी देता है, आपको पर्पस देता है। Everybody is filled with emotions, but how to control your emotion that keeps you alive all the time comes from inspiration, not from motivation. Next thing is why motivation drop? Because it is a dopamine fatigue. I think all of you know about dopamine. It is a chemical which is excreted in our body. It is a brain reward chemical. It is a feel good hormone of our body. When you constantly search for motivation through social media, आजकल तो वैसे भी सब सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू मोटिवेशन को सर्च करते हैं, मोटिवेशनल वीडियोस, शॉर्ट टर्म एक्साइटमेंट, देन अनफिनिश्ड टास्क। क्या होता है कि आपके जो अनफिनिश्ड टास्क होते हैं, सडनली यू गेट मोटिवेटेड एंड यू मेक अ गोल दैट आई विल कंप्लीट द होल सिलेबस ऑफ पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट इन 1 वीक। बट इज इट पॉसिबल? क्या आप कोई भी सब्जेक्ट का सिलेबस एक वीक में कवर कर सकते हो या एक वीक में फुलफिल कर सकते हो? नो, इट इज कंप्लीटली इम्पॉसिबल। सो योर अनफिनिश्ड टास्क, योर ओवर थिंकिंग दैट अरे एग्जाम आने वाले हैं, माई एग्जाम्स आर कमिंग, हाउ विल आई कवर द होल सिलेबस, योर डोपामिन सिस्टम बिकम एग्जॉस्टेड, योर डोपामिन बिकम exhausted completely. Why? Because you are continuously searching over social media, you are continuously access your phone, you are continuously watching short videos, your notification pop up all the time, you always compare yourself with your friends in WhatsApp groups. Yeah, you have done that much of syllabus, oh my god, my syllabus have not been that much. Then your dopamine fatigue and your sleep distracted, you feel demotivated, you feel laziness. So this is all about the dopamine fatigue, that even the simpler task, बहुत से सिंपल टास्क भी आपको क्या होने लगते हैं, टफ लगने लगते हैं। तो आपको थोड़ी सी भी पढ़ाई जो है वो टफ लगने लगती है जब आपका डोपामिन लेवल जो है वो कम होता है। और डोपामिन लेवल क्यों कम होता है? बिकॉज वी आर एक्सेसिंग because of excessive use of social media. When we are continuously watching the videos, when we are continuously watching, imagine you are continuously watching the Instagram, then Instagram will also exhaust you. आप Instagram देख देख के भी थक जाएंगे। तो कोई जब भी आप कंटिन्यूसली किसी चीज को कर रहे होते हैं, और डोपामिन लेवल all becomes goes down and you feel fatigued. The third thing why motivation drop is unrealistic expectation. When you make your expectation unrealistically high that I will start the gym and never miss a day. आज मैं जिम स्टार्ट करूंगा और एक भी दिन मिस नहीं करूंगा, मैं हमेशा की तरह एक दिन में या एक पर्टिकुलर हफ्ते में इस चैप्टर को कवर कर लूंगा, ये पूरा सिलेबस कवर कर लूंगा, और मैं इंस्टेंटली आज मैं 8 बजे उठता हूँ पर कल मैं अचानक से 4 बजे उठना स्टार्ट कर दूंगा। तो दीज आर ऑल अनरियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशन। वी आर ह्यूमंस, हम अनरियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशन को एक दिन फुलफिल कर सकते हैं, 2 दिन फुलफिल कर सकते हैं, बट नॉट फॉर 5 लॉन्ग years of our CA journey. So always remember that failure hits harder and motivation collapse. जब भी आप मोटिवेशन के थ्रू कोई चीज गेन करने की कोशिश करते हैं तो आप हमेशा या मोस्ट प्रोबेबली फेल होते हैं, बिकॉज आप उसको अनरियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशन बना देते हैं. एंड when success is built on small wins, not giant leaps. सक्सेस छोटी छोटी सीढ़ियों पे चढ़ के मिलती है, एक संग छलांग मार देने से नहीं मिलती. The fourth reason why we feel demotivated is cognitive overload. Remember, when your brain has too many tasks, too many choices, too many decisions, your motivation drops. Your mental fatigue increases. You start avoiding work. As a CA student, in your CA final student, especially for your CA final student, you have articleship, you have 2.5-year long articleship. In this articleship, you have to manage your office staff. You have to manage your study as well. You have to manage your classes as well. You have to study as well. So all of these things become unavoidable. And you have so many tasks. You have so many choices. You have so many tasks for on daily routine to do. So your mental fatigue increases. And when as a student you sit on a study table and you see, should I study law? Should I study accounts? Should I study audit? The confusion kills your energy. So when you have too many decisions, your motivation also drops. आपका जो मोटिवेशन है बहुत सारे डिसीजन लेने की वजह से भी सडनली ड्रॉप हो जाता है. The fifth reason why your motivation drop is lack of progress visibility. You don't see your progress. It's a human tendency that we always see negative. We always focus on our failures. We never see our successes or your small success, your tiny steps. We never see our tiny steps. We always see our giant leaps. हम CA बन जाएंगे एक दिन. We always see that thing. But we never see, oh, we get good marks in that test. We cover this chapter today. So when we don't see our progress visibility, our motivation suddenly drops. Humans are designed to continue only when they see their progress. हमारा ब्रेन डिजाइन ही इस तरह से किया गया है. When we see progress, we feel inspired. But बहुत सारे goals, many tasks हमें जो है वो delayed result देते हैं. Like our CA course, it gives us the final result after 5 years. CA exams, so in that 5 years, your brain loses motivation and your hello, I think and your brain loses motivation when the reward isn't immediate. जब आपका reward immediate नहीं होता, then you lose your motivation. So always remember, it's a very natural process to demotivate. आप अगर demotivate हुए हैं तो it's a very natural process. It's not very much that we can something that we should tension for it and make it a goal. So always remember, all these 5 things become our motivation demotivated. Now we'll see how we stay inspired all the time, or how high performers stay inspired even when the motivation drops. जब हमारा motivation drop होता है, what are the secret, what are the things that keep us inspired all the time? Not keep us motivated all the time, but keep us inspired all the time. So remember one thing, how to stay inspired all the time. The first thing is build system that is not dependent on feelings. कोई एक ऐसा सिस्टम बनाइए, prepare a daily routine which is not dependent on feelings, which is dependent on daily structure. It's a very simple example. We don't need any motivation to brush your teeth, to bath daily. हमें इस चीज के लिए कोई मोटिवेशन की जरूरत नहीं होती, बिकॉज इट इज इनबिल्ट इन आवर सिस्टम. ये सब चीजें हमारे सिस्टम में इनबिल्ट हो चुकी हैं, इसलिए वी डोंट नीड एनी मोटिवेशन टू डू दीज थिंग्स. So build a system. A system means a routine, a workflow, a structure, a set time for a task. Never say I will write this report or I'll do this work when I feel motivated. Always say I write this report from 10 a.m. to 10:45. I'll do this chapter daily. I'll study daily. I'll study 1 hour daily. So when you are build system, and systems are dependable. A high performer doesn't ask, I feel like studying today. They ask, what time do I study today? If I write daily 1 hour, then you feel inspired daily. So stay inspired is very important to build a system that is not depend on feelings. आपको मोटिवेशन नहीं चाहिए रोज, आपको सिर्फ एक स्ट्रक्चर चाहिए, वर्क स्ट्रक्चर चाहिए, एक सिस्टम चाहिए जो आप डेली फॉलो कर सके एंड मेक इट अ रियलिस्टिक वर्क स्ट्रक्चर. दैट इज नॉट अनरियलिस्टिक, मेक इट अ रियलिस्टिक वर्क स्ट्रक्चर. The second very important thing to stay inspired all the time is a very simple thing, that is practice 10-minute start. Follow that 10 minutes of your day. It's a very powerful trick, है ना? When the brain resistance, you simply say, I will work only for 10 minutes. Remember, your brain needs comfort. Your brain always needs comfort. But when you give small tasks to your brain, then it suddenly get motivated. It suddenly get inspired. So don't start procrastination because it delays your task. Ask your brain, सिर्फ 10 मिनट पढ़ना है. Ask your brain, आज हमें सिर्फ 10 मिनट पढ़ना है. Then your brain suddenly give you signal, only 10 minutes. Yes, it is easy. सिर्फ 10 मिनट पढ़ना है, ये तो बहुत easy है. So it will give you, the 10 minutes will give you a kick start. And when you are simply chasing the small wins, when you take interest in any chapter for 10 minutes, then you automatically start taking interest in that chapter, and you see your small wins, like 1 chapter, 5 pages, 20 minutes. So daily create a milestone that is realistic. 10 minutes is very realistic. So daily create a milestone that is very realistic to stay inspired. Second thing, another trick to stay inspired all the time is maintain micro progressive checkpoints. हमेशा छोटे छोटे जो गोल्स हैं वो सेट कीजिए. लार्ज गोल्स किल मोटिवेशन. जो लार्ज गोल्स होते हैं दैट किल्स मोटिवेशन बिकॉज द एंड फील्स फार. लार्ज गोल्स किल्स मोटिवेशन बिकॉज हमारा जो एंड है वो बहुत दूर लगता है हमें. इफ वी मेक अ गोल लाइक वी कवर दिस सिलेबस या कवर दिस होल सब्जेक्ट इन 1 वीक, तो हमारा जो टारगेट है वो बहुत दूर है. To cover a whole subject in CA final is very difficult. So remember, always large goals kill motivation. So always जो high performer होते हैं तो break the work into micro goals. हमेशा अपने वर्क को माइक्रो गोल्स में सेट कीजिए. Complete 1 slide today. I will draft only 1 paragraph today. या I'll recite only 1 chapter today. I'll study only 2 hours today. So give you माइक्रो प्रोग्रेस अपनी चेक पॉइंट्स बनाइए. एंड इंस्टेड ऑफ थिंकिंग आई हैव टू स्टडी 700 पेजेस, थिंक आई हैव टू स्टडी ओनली 7 पेजेस टुडे. ओके. नेक्स्ट ट्रिक टू स्टे इंस्पायर्ड ऑल द टाइम इज एनर्जी मैपिंग इंस्टेड ऑफ टाइम मैनेजमेंट. वी ऑल आर ह्यूमंस, वी ऑल हैव 24 hours, वी ऑल हैव इक्वल टाइमिंग, बट आवर एनर्जी इज डिफरेंट. As an individual, every individual energy is completely different from each other. So always remember, in high energy hours, do difficult tasks. In low energy hours, do simple tasks. High energy means when you feel energetic in mornings, when you highly focused, do difficult tasks. And when you are afternoon, do moderate tasks. And in night, do low tasks. Like if you feel very difficult in any subject, then keep it in morning. And if you feel very easy or you feel interested in any subject, Then take it in afternoon, and in night when you are exhausted, you can do MCQs, you can do revision. Always एनर्जी मैपिंग से अपने टाइम टेबल को शेड्यूल कीजिए, नॉट बाय टाइम स्लॉट्स दैट 10 to 10:45 आई हैव टू डू इट, 10 to 12 आई हैव टू स्टडी. अपने जो डेली रूटीन है उसको लो एनर्जी आवर्स, हाई एनर्जी आवर्स और मॉडरेट एनर्जी आवर्स में डिवाइड कीजिए, एंड you suddenly see the results. It becomes very easy to complete the full day into high energy hours, low energy hours, and moderate energy. The other thing, when you to stay inspired all the time is your limit your decision fatigue. When your mind take too many decisions daily, simple tasks like what to wear, when to start the task, we have to go office, we have to do this task, you have to take decisions on a regular basis, on daily basis. Limit your decisions. Remember, as many decisions as your brain is taking, the brain feels exhausted. So high जो performers होते हैं, high performers reduce their decision. They follow the same study time, they follow same routine, same work space, same sequence, and same things become a ritual, and this ritual become your habit. And when it becomes your habit, it saves your mental energy for important tasks. Less energy means more creativity. You don't need to copy anything, you just have to copy the idea. आपको जब daily you have to you have small things avoided, then you feel motivated or inspired all the time. One thing that keep you inspired all the time is stay connected to the purpose. Purpose is the strongest inspirational fuel. But agar inspiration is your car, then purpose is your fuel. So when motivation disappears, purpose keeps you going. High performers constantly remind themselves, why did I start? Where I am going? Who will benefit my success? I am. अपनी सक्सेस से कौन बेनिफिट होगा? मुझे ही तो बेनिफिट मिलेगा. If my purpose is clear, so purpose changes your behavior permanently. So remember always your purpose. One thing which is very practical, and a very famous foreign author write this method. This is the cookie jar method, given by David Goggins. Motivation from your own life. The cookie jar method say that motivation come from your own life. Motivation जो है वो आपकी अपनी लाइफ से आना चाहिए. Then it becomes your inspiration. Whenever you feel low, open your mental cookie jar, a place where you store all the memories of your past victories, of your past overcome, of your past accomplishment, and your moment of courage. How a student can use it? Keep a notebook on your table and write on it my cookie jar. And in your cookie jar, add things like passing foundation, complete a tough chapter, studying when you are stressed, solving mock test, waking up early for continuously 30 days. Very small achievements put down in your cookie jar. And whenever you feel demotivated, whenever your inspiration also drops, open your cookie jar in your mind and have some cookies. This will instantly help you. A very good technique, one of our other good technique is Pomodoro technique. This technique says that 25 minutes of war, 5 minutes of peace. Study for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. And repeat 4 cycles, take 20-minute break. Why this technique work out? Because it prevents burnout. It keep your focus sharp. Train the brain to work in small gaps. For CA student especially, and it is scientifically proven, you cannot concentrate for continuous 90 minutes. आपका concentration every continue 90 minutes भी नहीं चलता. तो इसलिए this is Pomodoro technique. टेक्निक क्या कहती है? Study for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, or depend on your capabilities, make your own schedule. आपको अगर लगता है कि आपको 60 मिनट्स बाद ब्रेक लेना है तो टेक अ ब्रेक इन आफ्टर 60 मिनट्स. Another technique is micro task technique. Break the mountain into the pebbles. Remember, I think you all of you remember Dasrath Manji example, जिन्होंने पूरा माउंटेन क्रैक किया था फॉर कंटिन्यू 22 years. रिमेम्बर, अगर वो सोचते फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट डे, वो सोचते कि मुझे ये इतना बड़ा पहाड़ तोड़ना है, क्या वो कर पाते? कभी भी नहीं. So he daily inspired him, daily with his cheni and hathodi, he came over the mountain and put small tiny steps. So break your CA final journey into tiny tasks that look easy to finish. Finish one chapter every day, finish 20 questions every day, revise all the basics every day. Small completions give you dopamine boost. जब आप small things को accomplish करते हैं तो it also gives you dopamine and you feel inspired. Keep your habit stacking. Add study to an existing habit. आप अपनी study को एक habit बनाइए, एक motivation नहीं. Study hours को एक habit बनाइए that you have to study daily. On daily basis you have to study for 4 hours, for 6 hours, for 8 hours. And start with the 10 minutes rule. Start कीजिए 10 minutes से, अपने brain को simple task दीजिए that I have to study only for 10 minutes. So if you give small tasks to your brain, then it is very easy to accomplish the task. Your daily visual scoreboard बनाइए. See your progress every day. When you see your progress every day, you feel inspired every day. When you see your chapters completed every day, you feel inspired every day. When you see your mock test done, you feel inspired. When you daily hours studied and you see your visible progress, then only you feel inspired each and every time. So make your, and one thing, I think which Hindu mythology suggests very thing, make your accountability partner. Somebody make your accountability partner, which is study with someone who checks on you. Choose a friend or a mentor or a senior who update you daily, who share targets with you daily. You discuss your problems with him, and this accountability partner work like Krishna work with Arjuna, जिन्होंने उनको इंस्पायर किया, मोटिवेट नहीं किया, इंस्पायर किया. मेक योर अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर हु स्टडी विद यू, हु चेक्स ऑन यू, हु अपडेट यू डेली. Okay, so these are some basic things which are very important for stay inspired all the time. Now I have to end my words with few lines that कोई भी मुश्किल हमें थका नहीं सकती, कोई भी मुश्किल हमें थका नहीं सकती, रास्ते की रुकावट हमें गिरा नहीं सकती. गर जुनू हो जीतने का तो हार भी हमें हरा नहीं सकती. Thank you everyone for patient listening, and thank you Pooja for helping me out in this session. I think this is time for questions.
Thank you, ma'am. So let's move first to the question answers.
Yes.
You can ask the question.
Okay, so I have, ma'am, 2-3 common questions which
Yes, ma'am.
students generally ask about this. What usually causes your motivation to drop during long periods of study or work?
Long period of study work, I think this exhausts you, and the exhausted mind always feels demotivated because your energy automatically feels low. Long working hours, long study hours always result in exhausted mind, and when your mind is exhausted, you never achieve what you have set as your goal. So
That's-
always remember, whenever your mind is exhausted, take a break. To
So
take a
I
break,
will apply that 25 rule.
I think
which
that
you told
25,
today.
yes,
That is
25
applicable.
that is
25
applicable.
minutes and then 4 cycle, and then we have 20 minutes.
I have taken example. you increase your 25 minutes in 60 minutes or 45 minutes or 90 minutes as per your capabilities, as per your mental ability.
Okay, fine. One more questions. How can reconnecting with your long-term goals reignite your motivation?
Sorry, ma'am?
How can reconnecting your long-term goal reignite with your motivation? How can we connect our long-term motivation, long-term goals with our motivation?
Long-term goals with motivation. Okay.
Energize our energy for long-term motivations.
So motivation, first of all, the basic for this presentation or this webinar is motivation. And we understand in very beginning that motivation is short term. And this is scientifically proven that motivation is short term. Motivation comes from outer source. That is why motivation is short term. And to become CA is a long term process. It's a 5
it's a long
year,
journey.
it's a long journey. So to stay motivated in all the 5 years is completely unreal. We all are humans and we have to take realistic things.
And ma'am, just to interrupt, just so many attempts has created the nightmare and
Yes.
destroys our mental harmony. So how can we cope up with these things?
So too many attempts, it's exhausts our mind and it completely destroy our motivation. When we take 2 to 3 attempts in every level or in any level, our motivation suddenly drops and we feel like I can't do it. Then inspiration comes in the picture. Why you want to become a CA? Always remember why you want to become CA. Your purpose. If your purpose is clear, then any goal is reachable. Your long-term goals is only reachable when you have purpose in your life. If you don't have any purpose and you are running on the basis of motivation that my friend is doing it, then I am doing it, or somebody suggests me that do CA, then I'm doing it, then it is very difficult to do chartered accountancy. If you don't have any goal, if you don't have any clarity, if you don't have purpose, then it is very difficult to sustain over 5 years in CA journey and to attempt and to reattempt all the CA syllabus after being failed in one attempt. It's very difficult. So very clear to your purpose that you want to become CA for your family. You have to support your family. You have to become financially independent. Then only your inspiration comes within and then only you can connect to your long-term goal, I think, which is to become a chartered accountant at this stage.
Thank you, ma'am. I think all the questions has been covered well with all your insight. It was a very insightful. My key takeaways, or I could summarize into the difference I noted today between inspiration, motivation. That inspiration is purpose driven and it's come from inside, and motivation is comes from outside. The write down achievements, the cookie jar, and you related with all the mythology. Amazing, ma'am. You truly inspired us today. So thank you so much, CA Hina Gupta, ma'am, and for this powerful packed session. Rise above, how to stay inspired when motivation drop. You have truly shown us that beyond such crunching numbers, it's how we communicate them with real decisions. Now, to all our participants, thank you for your presence and enthusiastic engagement today. We hope this session will assist in a positive manner. Let's continue the spirit of learning as part of Run at the Rate 100 webinar series and take every opportunity to grow as future ready CA. Until next time, take care and keep learning. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you to respected faculty and the moderator for the wonderful session. We also thank you for all dear students for their active participation in the session. We also thank you to our chairman, vice chairman, sir, for taking this initiative. Students are requested to please join the Run series every Tuesday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. to learn and grow. Please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. We can leave the session now.
Thank you, sir.